All right, so welcome to my YouTube channel. Um, I want to seize this opportunity to thank you guys for taking the subscribers up to 1,000. Like we hit 1,000 about 2 days ago, and I'm very excited. All right, we hit 1,000 on YouTube and 1,000 on Telegram. All right, and it's been amazing. Like I'm so excited to share this with you all, and I'm so happy, really happy, and uh, I'm excited. All right. So this is the market predictions for the last days of the year. Right, by God grace, that's what I'm going to be talking about the what I expect to happen in the market for the um, last 2 months of the year, which is November and December. All right. So let's go right to business. Now, before we can actually understand what's the predict, we have to use the DXY, all right? Because the DXY is the dollar controls a large percentage of the financial market, right? So whatever dollar index is doing, we will see the effect on whatever we are trading, all right? For the first time, the Nigerian dollar dropped to 100 and something quickly. It was a flash drop, and this was because of the dollar index, all right? So that has been amazing. All right, so now let us see what I expect for the last 2 months of the year or to the beginning of January. All right, today is the 12th of November. My birthday is in 4 days on 16th, and I'm really excited for all of that. Right, so this is the DXY. Let's start from the monthly time frame. All right, now looking at the monthly time frame of the DXY, I marked this imbalance. All right, I marked this imbalance a while back. And if you're looking at it from the perspective of the other block, we have actually hit the other block somewhere around there. So we hit the other block, right? So we hit the other block of this last up candle, all right here. So this has been what I've been looking at on the daily time frame. I can see that we are clearly above the highs on the monthly time frame. All right, so we have clearly gone above this monthly high. There was a first touch here on the uh, on the 1st of February 20 between February and January 2017, and it came back around there in 2020, and then we finally broke through. We have gone into that monthly imbalance, and now I've been expecting price to reject off. All right, so I'm waiting for that daily break on structure. All right, for us to be sure that this guy is going to drop. All right, so now we have that um um so I'm expecting price to reject from here. I can see price actually rejecting from that monthly imbalance, right? So we go down to the daily time frame. This could be the beginning of the dollar index crash. So I'm looking at this as my overall higher low. All right, we have look at the structure of this market. We have the high, the low, the high, right? And this was the last low, the last higher low before the higher higher, right? So I'm looking at this point to break before I can confirm that DXY is going to be dead, right? And you can see that that has finally happened, right? Although it took a while, it kind of came here the first time, rejected, came second time, rejected, came here, struggled, finally we have broken. So we have that daily break of structure on the DXY. This means that we are going to have a bearish dollar for quite some time. All right. So if I want to compare this, I want to compare this now with the British pounds against the United States dollars. So look closely at GBPUSD. So this is GBPUSD. So let me just make it wider so you can see what I'm looking at. So I've shown you what I'm expecting on DXY. Let's just look at this. Just the reverse, right? So yeah. So looking at the British pounds against the United States dollars, let's see why I expect it to be bullish, right? So let's let me just make this one chart so you can understand. So looking at the DXY and the GBPUSD, when we go to the month time frame, I'm going to make it 2 months, so it will be easier to get it, right? So the 2 months time frame, look at this. We obviously cleared that low. So we had liquidity resting at this point here. All right, so you can see now we have cleared that 1984 low, right? So this low formed between 1984 of November and January and March 1985. So we cleared that low that happened between 1984 1985, and then we have taken out the liquidity and we are now trading higher. All right. So looking at this and correlating with DXY, if DXY is bearish, because the DXY is negative correlated with pairs like EU and GU. All right. So if the DXY is going up, the pairs that have are XXX should go down, right? So pairs that have like GUEU, like pairs like XXX. So we have pairs like XXX goes down when DXY goes up. But DXY represents the strength of the dollar currency, right? So now, since this is the reverse, since DXY is going down, that means we expect what the pairs are XXUSD to do what to go up, right? I'm using the month time frame now. So I've taken out that monthly liquidity, and I don't see any reason why price should continue going downwards, all right? So I'm expecting a bullish run. And where do I expect this bullish run to get to? I expect price to get to at least this low here, this high here. And so this is my first target. I was looking at or maybe somewhere around there because you're having a kind of equal highs, a kind of resistance level resting at 1.43. So this is where I'm actually expecting the monthly time frame to actually poise towards. Right, I'm expecting price to come here on the monthly time frame. Right, so let's go back to 1 month. Right, so 1 month, 1 month, sorry, 1M. So I expect price to get to this relatively equal highs here. This is where my overall target will be. All right, I'll be looking at DXY, the GBPUSD to get here on the long run. All right, so there's a lot of money at that point, so and all of that. So I'm setting DXY to get to that point. Let me just use the dollar sign to represent. So I expect a very bullish GBPUSD. All right, so we have that. So let's go back to DXY. All right, so now we have that daily break of structure, which is at the monthly imbalance. So what do I expect? I expect a massive fall. Right? Let's go to the weekly and see if we can find any targets. So this will be my first target. So right, for this week, I'm expecting DXY to get, let me just, okay, I'm seeing a kind of good target here. Although it may be far-fetched, but let me just kind of draw from swing high to swing low, right? Let me just try to get the Fibonacci retracement levels. So from here to here, okay, we are still far from 50, right? So let us also look at this point first. All right, so looking at this, I expect DXY to at least get here, right? So this imbalance here, right? So I look at this imbalance as my first target. Yeah, let us to get even to somewhere around there. It's a bullish DXY, right? So back to daily time frame, the bearish DXY. So we now have that break of structure. We have that break. So we might likely see price, although it may not come back because market is really bearish. But if I see markets trade back inside there before giving the proper drop, right? And that's why I'm looking at overall this particular low here. But also before the impulsive run, all right? So looking at markets coming for this particular low, I'm expecting a very bearish DX. So expect next week to open and maybe retrace up a bit before dropping finally, all right? So looking at this zone, we have a breaker block right here. We have a breaker block here, all right, and then you might see price may come for this ice for this last this consecutive the open of this last consecutive candle, right? So seeing the price to get to somewhere around there, right? So we're seeing a bearish dollar index. That means the pair that traded against the dollar, all right, would likely be doing the reverse. Right? A pair like G, right? So now let's look at GBPUSD. Let's kind of make it easy. So now let's start from EU rather. Let's start from EU. So look at euro dollar. You can see that the euro dollar has clearly given a bullish break of structure, right? You have seen price clearly closing above this last lower high, right? So we have the last lower high right here. What that last lower high before this low? You can see price clearly done was close above this. So we have a bullish structure on the euro dollar. All right, so we might see a very good bullish run on the euro dollar. Right, let's make it. Let's go to the dollar alone. Right, so now since we are expecting a bearish run on this, I can take out all this now. All right, so let me quickly look at the monthly time frame. All right, so monthly time frame, you can see that clearly we cleared all these lows. So we have taken out this low, this liquidity resting here. So we are below that low, right? On the monthly time frame, we're below that monthly low, all right? And I can see a kind of harmonic pattern forming here. Let me just quickly measure it from here. X, okay. Wow. This is either uh, it should be forgotten which one it is again. I have to check my book, but I know it is either the it's a fly or something. Could it be? No, it's not. It's not the alternate bats. But let's just leave that. So we are below this daily low, so we can mark that as liquidity. All right. So we can mark this daily low. All right. So this is it. So now we have a kind of key level here. Yeah, we have a kind of key level resting here. All right. So we might see some rejections at that point there and all of that, right? But we have to be very careful. But I expect price to go higher, right? So I want to see price trade higher at least to this very internal liquidity resting here. All right. So I'm just saying a bullish run on $8 and coupled with the fact that we have what a bullish break on the dollar index. We had that last lower high here, that last lower low, and now we have a break of structure, right? Although we have created some kind of dynamic liquidity, so I'm seeing a kind of liquidity created here. All right. So we have to be very patient with this. We have a bullish break of structure. All right. So we have a bullish break of structure right here. Price clearly closed above this previous high. So we likely see price maybe retrace and all the way. So I'm expecting price to get to that weekly that month's targets, right? So you can see this points. I'm expecting price to get here overall. So I'm expecting price to poise to this high. So I'm expecting price to buy to this high or the monthly time or the weekly. This is where I'm targeting. All right. So I'm targeting this. All right. So let me just quickly make the visibility. Let us make it visible on only the weekly time frame. Right? I don't want to see the seconds, days, hours. I don't want to see the weekly time frame, right? So I expect on this guy, the same the very bullish run on the $80. I like the same thing for the same thing. So we should just wait for a good retracement, right? So just wait for a good retracement and then we can take price higher. So for us, we got to financial to maybe drop from swing high to swing low. At wherever I start retracing from, want to see price drop down a bit, then we're having a swing buy setup. It's going to be a long one, like it's going to be a really long one, right? So I also have for EU. So GU is just literally the same thing, right? So we have that monthly imbalance like I talked about earlier. We have that monthly, but that's monthly liquidity that was tagged there, and we are looking at this highs to be captured, all right? So now we can simply strip down to the daily time frame to see if we can. All right, so we have this is that obviously that last lower high. So we have that last lower high here. And I said price has clearly done was closed above it. All right, so we have a clearly break of structure. Although we have dynamic liquidity forming here, but this is not of interest to me. All right, so my C price come for this daily trend line and then go higher. All right, so look at this guy. I'm bullish on this guy. All right, and even if you bring out a trend line and draw this way, let's look at G from this perspective. So you see, that we have a breakout retest. So this trend line was broken. I can say price came to do was retest it, right? So that's actually another bullish confirmation. We have a breakout pattern forming, right? So I'm expecting price to come down and retest this, and then we can now head higher. All right. Start half for EU and GU. Now let me quickly look at GJ. I don't know why GJ is giving me something different. All right. So on GJ, weekly time frame. I don't know. I'm bearish on GJ though. I don't know. Let me just check month time frame to see if I can find something of interest. All right. Let me check the 2 months time frame. I'm bearish on GJ. I don't know. Okay, let me just do something quickly. Let me check the Japanese future. Let me see what the GBP futures are doing. Right? Yes, the JPY futures. Right. So let's look at the yen futures. Futures. Well, let me say yen. Yeah, JPY futures. This is a currency base. All right. Okay. So month time frame, daily. All right. So okay, we still have a bearish structure on this guy. So this guy is actually bearish, right? Until he can take out this high. So we're actually bearish on GPY. So if you are bearish on GPY index, that simply means that GBP should be bullish, right? GJ should be bullish, right? So it should be bullish. If you let me just quickly check the GBP futures and see what it's saying. I'll just see quickly what GBP futures is saying. Yeah, let me see. GBP futures. I don't think they have. Do they have futures? Nothing. Nothing really. Okay. Nothing of interest there. Let's go back to GBPJPY. Let us look at the structural currency. All right. All right. So I've kind of marked this out already. Let's look at the weekly time frame. Just want to see how to correlate this thing. Right. All right. So we took out liquidity here. Okay. We took out this trend line liquidity resting here, and price rallied higher. Took out the upper one. All right. So now we have liquidity resting down here. All right. This equal lows. All right. So we have liquidity resting inside there, and okay, we have liquidity resting here. I've taken out this one, so it's more likely price may drop down to this point, right? But looking at the structure currency on the daily time frame, let's see. So looking at the structure on the daily time frame, we are actually bearish on this guy, all right? So let me just quickly delete this, all of this. I'll quickly delete this. All right. So we took out that daily liquidity and we can add that break of structure on the daily time frame. So it's only wise that we poise towards this overall target. So I'm looking at overall this equal lows here. So my certain price to do. But we may not do that because of the bullish run on GBP. All right. So this is what I'm actually expecting on GJ in the next 2-3 months. All right. So for USD card, let us look at USD card quickly. Um, let us delete all this. All right, so this one is very clear. Since the XY is bearish, you should likely expect a bearish run on this guy. Right? So look at this. We had liquidity that was captured at this point. We had liquidity captured there, right? Was slammed through by this buy move, right? And then we had that break of structure, right? Price, has broken structure here. So you have that daily break of structure somewhere around there, right? So you have a very clear break of structure. Yeah, you can see price, kind of came in for this imbalance. We had an imbalance created inside here, right? So we had an imbalance created between here and there. That's why price, came towards it and then it's running down. All right. So we have created another imbalance inside here. You might see price come for this other imbalance before going lower. All right. So this is an area of interest to look at for. If price can, come inside, we may have further sales. The price can come into this imbalance. And where is our target? All right. I'm seeing a trend line liquidity building around there. All right. So I'm looking at this trend line to get captured. Right. So you can see trend line building. So I'm looking at DX USD card to take out this. So I want to look out for sales, so down to at least take out this trend line liquidity. All right. All right. So let me just look at weekly to see if we have any weekly objective. All right. So that's basically what I'm looking at for this trend line liquidity on the USD card, all right? That's what I'm looking at for this and all of that. All right. I'm looking for something. Just give me a moment. I was looking for something on my channel. Um, all right. So I want to just quickly show you guys something on my channel before we continue. So this is my Telegram community. If you're not there, please do what to join us. So this is a Telegram community. We hit 1,000 subscribers today, and that's been amazing. We hit 1K subscribers today, and I'm really, really grateful to you guys. I want to show you guys a little bit about our academy. We have a paid mentorship program that has been doing well. This is the what it's about. We teach you how to trade from scratch. All right, from scratch to a level where you can make consistent income. No matter whether you're new, even if you want to take crypto, synthetic indices, whatever you like to trade, we teach you that. We teach you smart money and some other techniques that you must learn for free on YouTube. We teach you proper and sound risk management You have a signal group where you post trade ideas, but it's not like I'm telling you to buy here. So I'm just giving you trade ideas to practice with and to make money from. We have live classes every week. That's the difference between a mentorship program and strategy, because we have live classes. We have a community of top traders that have trained. They're doing very well. We have a free harmonic course, and it's a one-time fee of $58, which is going up by next year. All right. So if you want to join, just use the link in the description or contact me to join. All right, I'm going to show you a bit about my students. Just taking this is actually my Telegram community. Take it to where my students actually posted these results recently and all of that. All right, so this is it. Right, so you can see that for the first time in a long time, he has seen $8 in one day, and he was thanking me for that. And we had another student that actually withdrew about $3,000 for that, and that's been amazing. And this is the Telegram community where we post trade ideas, we post what is happening in our community, and all of that. Right. So if you want to be part of our mentorship program, just do well to join us. And it's very affordable, right? Imagine making $8 when the mentorship fee is not even $8, right? It's just a one-time fee, and it's something that you need to do for you to be able to see progress in your trading. You need knowledge, right? So don't be stingy when it comes to knowledge, right? So all of that. So let's go back to charts, right? So let's talk about two more things, and then we call it a day. So let's talk about the indices and then the cryptocurrency. Right, we'll start from the US 30. Right, so you can see um, we took out this low. Right, I already marked this out. So we took out this low, right? We took out this low, and we had a total 6 inside of here. We had a buy idea inside that zone that was taken out, and you can see what do I mean? We had our lower high, our lower low, we had a break of structure and a retest, and price has been was going for this other block. All right, I feel that price may likely break through because the DSI is bearish, so most likely this guy should go up. But for now, this guy is still bearish until price can take out this overall swing. All right, let us see what will happen inside there. Right, price will likely sell or buy, but I feel that price may break through. So for now, the ES30 remains bearish, and we don't do anything. We still do for sell unless price can break above this point. Although we can see that um, accumulation below, this is the market only changed character, but this was overall low. So let's see what happens here. All right. So it's once price is break, then we have an idea. So for the Nasdaq, we have a very clear break of structure on the Nasdaq. You can see that we went below these lows, right? We went below these lows. Right, and we had a kind of run down, and you can see price took out these lows as well. And see how these things are playing out. So you see price taking out these lows as well, and we have a kind of break of structure here. So I've seen price close above this last lower high, right? So when I see price, come down, we have imbalance created between here, all right, and here. So when I see price take back down and then go higher, and if it's gradually going higher, this will be our overall targets here. Right, so if you're actually going to buy, you're going to buy all the way to this point, right? That's where I'm actually bullish on this guy for now. Since you're taking out this liquidity, so we're likely going to do was go for this high, right? So we look at this high first, then this high next, and then this high. So we just start from the closest. So we look at this one, we see our overall target and all of that. So let's just head over to cryptocurrency, right? The Bitcoin. So let us remove all the drawings. So just simply go to the monthly time frame. So this is actually my trade ideas. So we have a bearish Bitcoin. So we have the high, the low, the high, and then the break of structure, right? So now we have actually traded down a bit, and we have come for this level. We have a kind of resistance level around here, kind of monthly resistance level or support level, sorry. And we have what's an imbalance, right? An imbalance resting downward, right? So we have imbalance there. And not only that, we have liquidity that was here. You can see this equal lows here, just above this imbalance. Price has traded into the liquidity. All right, so let's go to the daily time frame to see what we might see. So we have gone into that imbalance. We are still bearish on this guy. We are still bearish. I've put them below those. So we might want to wait to see if we can see an evidence of reaccumulation. So let us be, since guess why is actually bearish, this is a good time to look out for buys. All right. So on Bitcoin, wait for the market to give a very clear break of structure. Then you cannot buy it. All right. So for now, Bitcoin has not really given that clear break. All right. So what we see happen on the 3 hour. Let's check the 1 hour time frame quickly. All right. Not on 1 hour yet. Let's check 30 minutes to see if there's a break of. Yeah, there is. There is, right. So there is actually. So let us be careful with this. So we have the break of structure. My market's going above this high and all of that. Right. So let us look at price may come back here before buying properly. All right. So let us keep an eye at this region here. All right. At this region here. All right. So right, but although I would like to see this on the 4 hour, I want to see 4 hour. It may likely use the 3 hour time frame. Market may likely go lower before actually breaking. So for now, 30 minutes is actually bullish, but I would like to see okay, 30 minutes is not bullish again. You can see high. Let us see. We have a high, a low, have another high, low, high, low, high, break also. So currently this guy is bearish. I are still bearish on Bitcoin. So don't be in a hurry to buy it. So finally Bitcoin came for this imbalance. It came for this, imbalance here. And you can see a prayer have gone lower. Right. So don't be careful. We're still bearish on Bitcoin. Right. So we're bearish on Bitcoin. Right? We're bearish on Bitcoin. All right, so we're based on Bitcoin. For now, just wait. We are still below that daily low. All right, we're still below that daily low. That's liquidity. That's an imbalance. So just wait for the market to give you a proper break before you do anything. All right, so this is actually bearish till now. All right, let's go to the Ethereum, which is the last one. Ethereum is still the same thing. We have that high, low, high, break of structure. All right, so actually at the kind of key zone, kind of key level. I see that's a support level. So we want to look at if you can find something of interest on the 4 hour, right? All right, I can something on 4 hour, or almost go to 1 hour. All right, let's see. Okay, 1 hour is actually bearish as well. I see a price has no high. Can see that price actually giving us a bearish run. So have a high, a high, and then a break of structure. So this guy actually bearish too. All right, so let us be patient with this guy. Let's be patient with this, form. Be patient with this guy, right? Be patient with this. Be patient with this. So let's wait for price to give us a proper break of strong the 4 hour. Let's just wait for 4 hours to give us, or maybe the daily time frame. So can we able to swing this today? Like I said, daily is still bearish. It's very, very bearish. You can see lower high, you can see lower low. And we just went towards below these lows, right? That is all that happened, nothing else, right? So we just have to be very careful. For now, it's not a safe time to buy cryptocurrency. It's not a safe time. Like just wait a bit for price to give us something of interest, all right? I'm going to just quickly look at Ripple. That's what Ripple is doing. Um, Let me measure something. From here. All right, so let's measure something. 20% is this is the price dropped. Wow, price dropped more than 85%. Wow, wow, amazing. So let's look at weekly. Very clear. This guy we are actually um we're actually bearish. So we have a trend line which has been cleared. Okay, this has been captured on SRT. Okay. Let's go to the daily time frame. See the things of interest. As you see, I have another trend line that was captured here that's been captured as well. Although it's kind of holding. This guy is actually bearish for now. What can I see? The current range is we have this high, have this low, we have this high, have this break of structure to the downside. But this guy is actually still bearish. Still bearish. So it's not for me, I'll just tell cryptocurrency buying it for now, right? So for now, these guys they are still very bearish. I'd like to see the market change hands on the 4 hour. You can see 4 hour is still bearish. How am I setting? You can see lower high and lower low, nothing else. So this guy is there. So for now, stay from cryptocurrency. Although DXY is an indication that price might come up. All right. So let's just keep our hands on deck and then wait for see what price is going to do. Right. So I hope this was insightful. If you want to be part of my mentorship program, please use the link in the description to join us. All right. It's something very important that you should do. All right. So see you in the next video, and until we talk again next time. Please be safe.